My name is Brett Douglas,
Stephen Platinum, baby.
and we go by The Truth Hurts. And Ben Waits reached out to us, and it meant a lot to us because
Yeah.
I cried pretty hard, and he's my pick to win. And we both have very emotional picks to win. You have the two guys that did the songs that they kind of like John Courtney, and then my my guy Ben Waits did True Colors, and wow, did I break down because it was such a beautiful rendition. And you know, we only did a 3-minute review of his song, and we always say the great ones. There's not much. There's those are the ones that are short. It's the really bad ones that are big. But Ben, we have been checking out your channel, and anyone else watching this has to go subscribe to Ben Waits' channel right now. He's also on Facebook, and we're about to actually review a song, Stephen. He's going to tell us what it's about.
Okay. Like I gotta say, this was a big time feature in the past, right? A lot of acts have reached out to Brett through his channel, and those acts have always found a good measure of success, right? Whether it was Alan the Aerialist or
Fourth
the
place.
original Broken Roots guys.
Second place.
You know,
Brandon Leak, first place.
yeah. And so it's nice to see that starting again. And Ben is somebody who, I think we can help him as well. I think, people should subscribe to his channel. He's a really good-hearted dude. And you know how I feel about this stuff normally, Brett. Normally I could just like, oh God. But I'm actually excited that Ben reached out to you. I think it's going to start a really good new trend. Yeah. So let's get to it. What are we looking at here, Ben?
Okay, so it's about heaven, and Ben, I'm going to tell you a story someday about me going to heaven and God bringing me back. I've been through some stuff, man, and that's why I'm so emotional. But right now, I just want to hear your song.
Supply. It's a good song.
He shows a lot of personality in these gatherings. I really like that, the interludes.
We already listened to Silent Night and Winter Wonderland. That was like 4 years ago. But I noted on the Winter Wonderland especially, Ben's got a voice. That guy can really project. And that's with, kind of a crappy home movie camera, not the greatest sound, and he still sounded awesome. So
it was also off a cell phone. I mean, far away from him. I mean, it sounded beautiful. So
a cell phone from 4 years ago, let me emphasize. So
from 2014, so that's actually 8 years ago.
Oh my God, yeah, 8 years ago. It's probably like a flip phone or something.
For this is just what heaven means to me. I've heard that one. Let's see. I had a request for my new song.
Ooh.
That I've been working on. If heaven is as real as I believe. Let me do that one. And then I'll look to see if I can't find what's the name there?
Looks like he takes requests and everything. He's very interactive with his fans.
See?
Yeah.
I need a hug.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, he's putting stuff in with his mouth. You see that?
When I'm gone.
Whoa.
Yeah, he just spit that out.
Whew.
It'll only be my body in the ground. We don't need to cry a tear for me. If heaven is as real as I believe.
Pause it.
Yes.
Do this song.
Yes. Yes.
Some people would say it's too, the heaven thing. I'm like, do this song. Maybe not in the finals.
Semifinals. It's perfect
But-
for semifinals.
It-
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. And it totally projects his voice. And he tells a story. And we both admitted this is not both of our favorite kind of music. But I love this. And he could get me into gospel. Like, if he's doing gospel, I'm in.
Now we've heard stories of paradise.
I don't know if to cry or to call my family and tell them I love them, or to tell you I love you. I don't know what he brings so much feeling out of you. I'm gonna stop pausing it, but the way he makes me feel is just incredible.
Words fall short and can't describe
Whew, gosh,
everything I know that it'll be. If heaven is as real as I believe.
and it's perfect because the refrain comes quicker. There's smaller verses. It's like it's made for AGT. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
I can
Am I right or
almost
am I right? Do this song.
I can't. I mean, I actually love agreeing with you. You hate when I'm right and you agree with me. I love when you're right and I agree with you. But that's a heck of an idea, and it definitely gets you to the finals.
see it
Listen to this bridge.
flow in fountains. Skies are blue, open plains and mountains, made up of colors eyes have never seen. If
Heaven is. I mean, the idea to get a song, I was gonna say over, to get some people to like a song is to know the refrain by the time the song is over, the first time playing it. And I'm already wanting to sing along with him and the song. I'm very interested if this is original. I've never heard this song.
I love it. He should do it. Thanks for reaching out to us.
Yeah.
People, you should reach out to him, subscribe to his channel. Now, we got to talk about this last week of auditions, right, Brett? This is the last week of auditions coming up, right?
Yes.
Any predictions about this last show? Now, they've used up the GB buzzer and all of their individual. So there's going to be no golden buzzers.
I don't know. What if
What if what?
some surprise person comes for the golden buzzer, like a someone really special?
That is bold.
Yeah.
My prediction is not a single act from this last week of rehearsals will make the top 10 finals.
Oh, that's a bold prediction, because you would figure at least one would.
I think this is the throwaway show.
But you know they're gonna close with something special.
You're probably right. That's what makes my prediction a very bold one. I'm going to predict none of the people on this edition make the finals.
Do you remember that you're also going to be doing the bird song? Or at least some of it? That was the bet?
I'm all right. Or I
Yeah.
might do it later.
Okay. So shout out to Stephen Beck. Stephen Beck has been commenting on every single thing we do. We read everything that you write.
Yeah.
I try to write back too. And sometimes he even gets on and checks things out. He's not really a replier. But Stephen Beck loved your Howie impression. He said it was spot on. I loved your Howie impression. Um, and if I could get a Simon and a Sophia, you go Heidi and Howie, and we go on the show as next year. I mean, if we're good and we send it, remember we're friends with a lot of the acts that know the producers, so we send them something good, you know. And that's another thing. If you're watching and you are an act, you know, anything you say with us is confidential. I knew that Broken Roots were coming back as a wild card for 2.5 months. I held that in. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to get the scoop. I'm not a scoop guy. I'm a loyal guy. And he's became friends with Brandon Lee. He talks to him on Instagram. You know, and I talked to Alan, you know, and me and him both talked to Shakira during the finals FaceTime. Like we did a whole 40-minute show on people reaching out to us from The Voice and from the America's Got Talent. And what happened was my channel got shut down for, you know, copyright reasons. And I was up to 5,000 subscribers, and YouTube was helping me by promoting my channel. And we were getting a lot. We were getting 2,000 views on every America's Got Talent thing we were doing. So we had to start over. And it's,
Yeah,
you know, the
that's
people.
been tough. And you know what? I'm going to say this
Yes,
to Brett
you're
now.
right.
I'm going to say this to Brett publicly. For a while, it looked like you weren't going to do this at all, but you really missed. I think what you missed most of all, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I think what you missed most of all was interacting with the people who commented and things like that on the channel. Not just the acts that would reach out, but the regulars. And
Yeah.
you know, so Brett really wanted to get this going again. And so we started from the beginning, which is the channel is based on reacting to songs from artists and America's Got Talent. So in a very appropriate way, this season 17 is really a big deal for us because we're kind of going back to what we did before to try to get things going again. So if you're watching this, we really appreciate you. And we really appreciate Ben for being the first on the new channel to really reach out of the acts. I think it's the first of many. I think a lot more people are going to sign up. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff off for the Patreon, for Brett's Patreon. So really, thank you for watching this and listening. And just know, we're going to deliver the goods. Dude, this season of American Idol is going to be bonkers. And I am going to win again, because it's what I do. And it annoys Brett to no end. And so that's awesome.
And I'm not going to bring up the past, because what do I like to do? Oh, I predicted it 4 years in a row. Yeah, Steven wasn't here then. But you know what? I gotta say, I wouldn't ask for a better co-host, and you know, better mentor, better person, you know, to do this with. You know, the fact that you hate these competitions actually makes this show, and that I love these competitions. Like, and the fact that sometimes we fight in different directions. You loving something, I'm hating something. Or it's, I mean, it's usually the opposite. But we had a show where we agreed on every single act, and he was so angry. Marquito, get off Buzzword and come back to us, baby.
Well, we got a lot of great people who watch.
Absolutely.
Now acts are reaching out to us. We got the last audition show, and then we get down to the nitty-gritty. Once the auditions are done and we know who's made the cut officially, that's when it gets really interesting, because that's when Brett and I come up with our own top 10 list, including who we think is going to win ultimately.
It's like a hour show of us going back and forth saying, because we have no idea who the other one's going to pick.
And then that makes it really interesting as we go to the live shows, because It hurts when our people get cut,
Oh, gosh.
and ultimately, there can be only one winner out of Brett and I. Whoever has the act the highest on their list that ultimately wins it all.
And it's not that we're rooting against X, but we're rooting against each other. We're still gonna judge the acts and be honest. We're not gonna, but I just wanted to, Marcus did comment on Ben's performance, and I wanted to say his and Stevens before we get going. Marcus, yeah, he started off with a comma. Who does that? Okay, I love you, Marcus. Yeah, I got quite emotional myself. Ben has a really beautiful voice. Steven, Beck, I'm thoroughly impressed that Ben didn't tell his story and state the obvious. The show is about talent, and I don't even need to know what he's going through. His voice tells all. It's incredible.
Ooh.
He doesn't want sympathy. He just wants to move people. I see him going very far. Marquito, you gotta step your game up because Steven Beck so I said exactly no movie before the act. I'm glad the judges didn't ask either. I was really emotional, man. That's what I said. He said I was very surprised they didn't ask. Ben may have requested that they do not, because I'm sure AGT would tell the story if he let them. I am emotional from him too. I said, Steven, great point. I saw tears, man.
Or maybe I'm going to offer a third option.
Okay.
Maybe they're saving his story for the later rounds to help him advance.
Or the second round. But we know we're gonna find out more about that song because I mean we were just going through all this stuff and I'm like, okay, we're gonna check out, we're gonna actually do a reaction video to this song. And Steven had the best freaking idea of all time. Do that song in the semifinals. You got it made to the finals, baby. But I thank everyone, and I thank my co-host, and old school long pre-shows.
Peace and love, and we'll see you
Tuesday.
I actually work until 10, but I don't work after 10. So we can do AGT Tuesday night.
I love it. So I'll get it out by midnight, 1 o'clock. Don't promise things to times, Brett. Just say you're gonna get it out. Shout out to everyone. And again, Ben Waits, God bless you, man. And I'm Brett Douglas. My internet went out. Did you say your name?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you want to?
No.
No, I don't feel like. Where the truth hurts. Oh gosh.
That was my tribute to the movie Friday. You want some of this, old man? No.
I probably saw it. I probably didn't. Where the truth hurts. He's Stephen White about Brett Douglas, and we'll see you on Tuesday night.